Good morning, students. So here we are continuing with the topic cutting of the wool. Here you can see a farmer how he is using the tool to cut the fleece of the sheep. In detail you can see the instrument over here, sheep shearing machine. So which are the parts? Cutter and a comb. With the comb he will just straighten its hair, and with cutter and he will cut the hair along with the dry skin, and then it will be sent for scouring. So yarn, what are the different types of yarns and what are the uses of the yarn? Long yarn and the short yarns. The long yarn or the long yarn threads are knitted म्हणजे विणप तांकां to make sweaters which we use in winters, and mufflers which we tie around the neck, caps, socks for children, etc. The shorter yarn threads are woven into the fabrics. Fabrics म्हणजे वेगळे तरेचे cloths. Here you can see different types of the yarns which are dyed with the colors. So the natural wool ashile black, brown or white, then it is given the colors, and then it can be used for making shawls or bed sheets, etc. Now what are the uses of wool? Wool is used for making warm clothes like sweaters, jackets, etc. Caps, shawls, gloves, blankets. Wool is also used for making carpets and upholstery. Now, another type of the natural animal fiber is the silk fiber. I had already shown you the picture in the beginning. Silk fiber is obtained from silkworm. Earlier, this silk was not found in India. First, the silk was found in China, and this you all already know in class 6. So, China didn't want to give their secret, share their secret of making silk with India, but somehow now we the Indians can make the silk, and we can also get profit from making of silk. So silk fiber, it is obtained from the cocoons of the silkworms, which silkworms are also called as silk moth. So if I am using the silk moth, it will be same as silk worm. The silk moth, they live on the trees. Which are the trees? Mulberry trees. On the mulberry plant, these silkworms are seen. Now there are different types of silks. Now luster and texture, these are two different terms. Luster means a shine. Okay, shining असता पळय ताका आमी luster म्हणटले, and texture म्हणजे feel, whether it is a rough, whether it is smooth, whether it is a coarse. Okay, so it is the texture. For example, Tasar silk, Muga silk, Kosa silk are produced by different types of the silk moths. Mulberry silk is the one of the most common silk moth which is found in India also. So now the term used for production of the silk is sericulture. The rearing of silkworms for obtaining silk is also called as sericulture. Okay, so now moving to the next slide. Here we can see the silk moth, male silk moth as well as female silk moth. Then what is the history of silk? So silk was discovered in China around 3500 before Christ. Silk became prized possession because of its quality, its fineness, its luster. All rich people, they used to prefer silk. Okay, originally it was used by only the emperors, व्हडले राजाच वापरताले. Although it was through the trade that silk spread to other parts of the world. मागीर हळूहळू थंय चायनांतल्यान दुसऱ्या कंट्रीनी वेपार केलो त्यांनी, सो बाकीच्याय लोकांक कळ्ळें की सिल्क अशें एक मटेरियल आसा which is smooth and which is shiny. So all over the world the people started using the silk. Over a period of time, Silk was staple item of trade during ancient times. Due to this, ancient trade routes which linked China to the other parts were also referred as Silk Route. कित्याक लागून त्या रुटांतल्यान सिल्क ट्रान्सपोर्ट जातालो. As per the historians, silk was produced in India also. So proof of using silk is also found by studying the Indus Valley civilization. जे तुम्ही history already you all must have learned Indus Valley civilization, and we learned this. We have found some proofs that we the Indians were also using the wool in ancient times. Now coming to the science part of the lesson again. So life cycle of the silkworm. What are the different stages of the life of the silkworm? There are 4 stages in the life cycle of the moth. First is eggs. Once the eggs are hatched, then the larva. Next stage is pupa, and finally the adult silk moth. So female silk moth, it will lay the eggs. After about 14 days, the eggs are hatched. Then they will give out the larvas. Larvas are also called as caterpillars. Then once the caterpillar grow, they are called as pupa. Now, what exactly is a pupa? They secrete the fibers. त्यांच्या तोंडातल्यान ते कितें करता? Fibers सोडटा, which are made up of protein. And then they weave this fiber around themselves. आता जर समजा तुम्ही एक नायलॉनची दोरी किंवा राजू घेतलो आणि तुमच्या भोंवतणी गुठलायलो, तर आफ्टर अराउंड 50 राउंड्स तुम्ही दिश्टीच पडचे ना. कितें जातलें? तुम्ही त्या दोरयेच्या गुठलां भितर पॅक जातले. करेक्ट काय ना? जशें सुताचे बिस्टीन आसता पळय, तो भितरलो जो पार्ट आसता आमकां दिसना, कारण ताच्या भोंवतणी सूत गुठलायल्लें आसता. तशेंच हे कितें करता? प्युपा आसता ते, दे सेक्रीट अ फायबर्स which they weave around themselves. So they completely go inside that fiber, and this covering is called as cocoon. त्या कवराक आमी cocoon अशें म्हणटली. Then they live in the cocoon for some time. Okay, for a period of time they will stay inside that cocoon, and after coming out of the cocoon they grow into the silk moth. ताजे पासून परत silk moth तयार जाता. So this is the life cycle. This you can see here. So adult silk moth. So first here female silk moth. These are the eggs. Arrow dista tumka. After these eggs which are hatched on the mulberry leaves, then these eggs, they after 14-15 days they will give out these larvas. They start secreting the thin thread which is made up of protein. Then completely they will go into the stage pupa, which is also referred as cocoon. They will stay inside the cocoon for their development. After the development they will come out as a silk worm. So the exactly which stage we are going to use for the rearing of silk is this cocoon stage. Okay, this outer covering, those threads are used as a silk. So these are the, let's see, mulberry tree and silk silkworms will be growing on these leaves. Okay, now what is the, just like how we had learned about the processing of wool, we will be learning about processing of silk. Silk तयार जावपाक which are the different steps. The process of obtaining silk from the silk moth mainly consists of 3 main steps: rearing of silkworms, reeling, and then dyeing. Okay, and next it is followed by spinning and weaving. Okay, so rearing म्हणजे तांकां पोसप, कळ्ळें. देन रिलींग तुमकां सांगलां हळूहळू आमी एक्सप्लेन केलां पळय, रिलींग ऑफ द सिल्क. द डायींग कलर दिवप, मागीर तांकां गूठ लावप आनी मार्केटान धाडप. सो you can see the processing. Once this is the first adult silk moth, female silk moth, eggs, larvas, pupa. Then these are the once the silk thread is taken, then the silk thread you can see the spinning, weaving, dyeing, color. Last final is colored silk which we get from the market. Okay, now rearing of silkworms. तांकां कशें पोसतात तें आमी पळयतले आतां. The female silk moth, it lays eggs. These eggs are stored over the clean cloth or the paper strips हांचेर तांकां घालतले. The eggs are warmed to a suitable temperature. Why they are given warm? So that there is a proper development of the cocoon. The eggs hatch into the larva, which are also called as caterpillars. The eggs are warmed to the suitable temperature for the proper development of caterpillars, not cocoon. So the eggs hatch into the larva, which are also called as caterpillars or silkworms also. The silkworms are kept in the bamboo trays. They are given feeding as the mulberry leaves तांकां खावपा खातीर दिता. After 30 to 40 days, they stop eating and they begin to spin the cocoons. तुमकां तो सांगिल्लें पळय, हे इल्ले इल्ले कितें करता, थ्रेड असो तोंडांतल्यान सोडटा आनी आपल्या भोंवतणी गुठलायता. Cocoons get hardened after the exposure to the air, and inside the cocoon, the silkworm develops into silk moth. So, going to the next slide, you can just see the slide here. Same slide like earlier. So, the reeling of the silk, how they are just hatched into the caterpillars, etc. Then, next step is the reeling of silk. These cocoons are collected and they are kept in sunlight, or they will be boiled, or they will be exposed to the steam. कित्याक लागून ते कोकून्स तुमकां सांगिल्लें पळय, कोकून्साचे भायले कवर आसता तातूंतल्यान आमी कितें काडटलीं आतां, सिल्क काडटलीं. सो टू टेक आउट दॅट सिल्क फायबर और टू सेपरेट दॅट सिल्क फायबर, एक तर आमी तांकां सनलायटान दवरतलीं वताक, or they will be boiled, but here the silk moth is not harmed, okay, or they are steamed. The process of taking out the silk thread from the cocoon is called reeling. Reeling refer केल्लें की आमी. So the process of taking out the silk thread from the cocoon is called as reeling. So this reeling is generally done by the machines, not with the hands. Now, dyeing means giving colors. Just see here, boiling of cocoons you can see. Just see the boiling of cocoons. Then once the cocoons are boiled, then thread is taken and then it is spun and then dyed. Dyeing, spinning and weaving. Dyeing is giving color to them. Spinning and weaving, the silk fibers are spun and into the threads. त्याच्यापासून बारीक बारीक धागे तयार करप, and then the धागे असता पळय लांबचे लांब ते कितें करप, विणप. Woven into different types of silk cloth, that is fabric. कशें तयार करता पळया, धाग्यापासून अशे तरेन फॅब्रिक तयार करता. ओके. Now, what are the uses of silk? Where the silk is used? Usually, the ladies, we prefer to buy silk sarees as they are very, very soft and they look shiny. Silk is very costly fabric. So, silk fiber is used for weaving clothes, especially traditional dresses like sari, kurta, shawls and wedding cloths. Silk is always prized for its luster, condition. चकचकीत दिसता पळोवपाक and fine, very, very smooth असता ते. The countries which produce silk on a large scale are China and India. Now, plant fibers we have already discussed in class 6. This is just a revision for you all. Cotton and jute. Cotton is obtained from the flower of the cotton and jute is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. Now, cultivation of cotton. Steps in making cotton yarn. processing of cotton, this all we have already learned, and we are not going to focus it in this lesson now, because in this lesson what was required was natural fibers like wool and silk. So thank you, students.